Hello everyone and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. We're not quite at the finale yet, but we are approaching it very rapidly. Last episode we came here to the Gondoral Cathedral, a new area in Prison Island. Last time there was a teleporter out there, which just took us straight up to the prison terrace where we fought Metal Face. That feels like a long time ago. Back when we thought the Mechon were the enemy. Very much the opposite of that is true now. Eggle was really onto something, to be honest. Here we are on Trafalgar Bridge. So our goal here is, if you remember last episode, there was a challenge to find something that fitted inside that dragon-faced slot, and we were given the quest which involved using the dragon summon, which is about as sinister as it sounds, and that's what we will be doing this episode. Oh, Lord. Right, okay, well, this is about to get real interesting. I was just happily fighting these e-girls, but it seems that this lad has turned up. Monstrous Gigapur or something he's called. He's a scary lad, so let's see what we can do about him. He's a unique monster in the lyre for Masterful Gigapur. That was it. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on him and just try and kind of do the old chain attack spam here. Should have a good chance of doing that. Oh, that's a nice bit of Monado Buster. God, he's got a lot of health. Look at me. Well, let's see if we can take it 4 times Blossom Dance.
We choose to fight! Blossom Dance!
That did a crap ton of damage to him, and we're not actually done yet. Oh my god. War Swing, I guess that'll also hit them with those guys off to the side. Oh my god. I didn't think I was going to get that. Wow. 250,000. I was about to say, ooh, he had a lot of health. That was what I was in the middle of saying when we basically fucking killed him in almost one. And hey, we're ready for another chain attack. Is he doing some weird divey shit? Well, I don't care. I'm taking these guys out. Unfortunately now we're targeting one of these. But as long as I do area effects stuff, it'll at least hit Gigapur a little bit. Actually going to hold on to Blossom Dance because I want to use that on Masterful Gigapur. Right, let's target him again now, actually targeting him. And Soaring Tempest. Then Backslash. Then Sword Drive. And yes, there we go. Let's kill him with the Blossom Dance. Wow. For a unique monster, he sure didn't put up much of a fight. No, don't get me wrong, he did put up a fight. We're just genuinely really well optimized. He's level 78 unique monster. He's a couple of levels higher than us. Like, we are such a well-tuned party. I'm really curious to see how we do in the game going forwards. Because I feel like we are technically on the money under-leveled. We're approaching level 76, and I was kind of wanting to go into the actual final battle, level 78, which I don't think we're going to do. But we might actually just be well optimized enough that we can just fucking do it, which would be incredible. So we shall see. Let's see what's in this gold chest that Gigapur dropped. Unfortunately, nothing amazing. There's a couple more e-gills around. They're more like gargoyle-y kind of things. I must say, I genuinely really like the design of the kind of like Prison Island-y, Zanzary enemies. You see it hinted at earlier on in the game when you first see the what are they called? You see the, well, they're not called Lyres at the time, they're called Sky Rays. The ones that kind of come out of Prison Island when you first see Prison Island in the storm. And they've got all these like blue sigils across them, and they just look so fucking alien, and it's really cool. I really like that the rest of Prison Island has monsters that fit that theme. Kind of reminds you that, you know, these are Zanzary monsters, basically. I've not been paying attention to the chain attack at all, and I think I may have used some silly arts. But there we go. Oh my god, we're still going. Jesus. Where is this guy we're targeting? Well, let's Buster him anyway. Oh, Buster is a spicy move. Well, I'll finish these guys up off camera anyway. Yeah, they've got a real parademon feel, the Eagles. I will say as well, I do like the fact that this game basically levels up party members who aren't actually in your party just as much. Like, they tend to be behind a little bit, but not a lot. And I really like the fact that it does that. That it's not like, well, if you don't use, you know, Melia or Ricky, that's shit. And then Basverg Belfry. I don't even need that collectible. I don't know why I'm going down for it. But yeah, it would annoy me if it was like, because I tend to use the strengthy types more. Like these guys in Fiora I use a lot more, I'd say, than Ricky, Melia, and Sharla. And then you come across ones like Lorithia, where you've got a real kind of like ether boss, basically, where the only way you can really deal damage to them is with a heavy hitting ether party. And then it's like, oh, well, if your ether party that users in your party are like 20 levels below the rest of your party to the point where they're useless, you'd have a really bad time. I like the fact it does keep everything pretty leveled up. Here we have the Dragon Summon. Remember the first time I did this, used that and it was like, what the shit? And then I was like, you know what? I don't know what I expected the Dragon Summon to do, frankly. The clue's on in the name. We can walk back to the Gondora Cathedral, but I just wanted to talk briefly about what Prison Island is. The further we go into it, I think the more it becomes apparent that Prison Island's not a prison. Obviously it's been used as that. It was where Zanza was in prison, but, you know, it's got a kitchen, a banquet hall, a throne room, a cathedral, and stuff like that. It's very much implied that kind of Prison Island is some kind of... It was something to the Giants, and then maybe after he took over Arglas, Zanza used it as a base of operations or whatnot. But it's clearly not built as a prison, because you wouldn't put half this shit in if it was. Anyway, time for a fight against, well, what would be our first dragon. Had we not already briefly seen Avalanche Abassi in Time Trial? This is the Dragon King Alcar. And he's got a bit of a mean spike. But I'm hoping either Shulk will purge, or that's not going to become relevant before too long. And I'll explain what I mean by that. Oh, that's hurt. He's over there. Right, we're ready for a chain attack. So, Dragon King Alcar is an exceptional example of why most enemies in Prison Island are immune to break and topple. Because Dragon King Alcar should be a quite dangerous boss. But when I first fought him, I was like, you know what? This guy, we got to keep him toppled to stop the spike. You can put spike defense gems on and stuff like that, and that's generally a pretty good idea. But I just kind of generally thought it would be good to try and topple him as a way of handling the spike. But you'll notice, he's still toppled. We've almost got our chain attack back. There we go, we've got our chain attack. Topple locking Dragon King Alcar is incredibly straightforward to do. And here, with this team specifically, we can just use a shit ton of breaking and toppling arts on him. We don't do a ton of damage, but we do keep him absolutely pinned. And it doesn't feel right that you should... Like, this guy is clearly supposed to be quite a potent mini-boss. And you can completely gimp him with breaking and toppling. Like, we'll have a chain attack ready before he's out of topple, and then we just keep him topple locked without even needing Fiora. Because Fiora is the ultimate topple locking. Once you've got attention up a bit, Final Cross makes topple locking an absolute walk in the park. But here we've got him topple locked pretty nicely, and we've done a decent bit of damage to him. Shulk is up. No Monado, but we can backslash him. Maybe we can... Oh, yes, we can sword drive him. Oh, it's really giving me a lot of stuff. Towering Tempest, why not? Perfect. Done him in. Got the Dragon Eye. I don't think he got many attacks off. His Spike did a bit of damage, and, like, yeah, you can equip Spike defense stuff. You can have Shulk using Purge and stuff like that, but frankly, keeping the bastard toppled is very easy as a way of just fighting him. It really doesn't matter. Probably should be a bit of a scarier boss, but there we go. You also notice he's called Dragon King Alcar. And Melia has access to the Dragon Rod Alcar that we got downstairs, so clearly he's somehow linked to this as well. Dragons are a thing in this, you must have noticed. But we'll deal with a few more. There are 2 more of them in the game, there's literally only 3 dragons. But with that, we can slap his eyeball in the altar and open up the final way to go. Oh, I thought that triggered a cutscene. I guess it's when I get a little bit closer. That's actually when I try and use it, good lord. I know this game so well. Look at me.
I can sense Dixon. We must be near the top. If we proceed from here, we will be unable to return. Are you ready to go on?
So this is the game explicitly telling you this is the point of no return. The game saves you at this point, and anything you do beyond this point, once you beat the game, will be undone, and if you load the game again having beaten it, this is the point you come back to.
Yes, I'm ready.
Aren't you scared?
I would be lying if I said no. But still, we must go on.
Agreed. We know what we're fighting for.
We decided ages ago.
Dunban?
Oh, sorry. I just got caught up in the moment.
Come on, Dunban.
Right, let's go. Time to seize our destiny.
We can't hold out any longer!
Stop complaining. We're not the only ones fighting. Believe in Shulk and the others. We will defend this place until they get back. That's the plan, so stick to it.
Understood! Ah! Mechon.
They're on our side now. There used to be Homs, all of them. They may look different, but they all want the same thing as us. Juju, let's go.
All right.
I really like that scene, and I wish you got it earlier. Because we know Fiora, fighting against Egil and Gado, and as much as I hate it, broke the curse allowing Egil to control the faces. So all of the faces are free, not just Jade Face and that, but all of them. And yeah, it's likely, given that some are fighting on Sword Valley, some escaped the desolation of the Mechonis. And I really like the fact that it's like, obviously they've been on our side. They're soldiers that were created purely for the purpose of fighting the Bionis. Of course they can fight Telethia amazingly well. The only thing I don't like about that scene is how they use voice acting specifically from Zord, and it kind of implies that that one is Zord, whereas we know Zord is absolutely dead. He got fucked into an ether river and then he exploded. Like, Zord is definitely not coming back. But it's a nice scene, but it should have come in perhaps a little bit earlier than this point of no return. But here we are at the prison terrace. Last time we looked out from here, you had the Bionis' head in front of us, and the Mechonis to the side. Now we are deep inside the kind of brainy area, I guess, of the Mechonis. We warp here from the Bionis, even. You will warp here from the heart, but I've always thought of Prison Island as being very much inside the head, because that's where it sinks in from Aerith Sea. But the prison terrace, last time we were here, we fought Metalface, we met Zanza. He released the shackles on the Monado and started, well, frankly, he started this stuff right when Shulk was a baby, but here's where a lot of important stuff happened, so let's finish some stuff here at the prison terrace with Dixon.
Dixon!
Kept me waiting a while, Shulk.
Waiting? For us to fight you?
Yeah, that's what it's come to. Or will you just shut up and let me kill you?
We'll never do that.
Just as I expected. Wouldn't have it any other way. I've been working for Lord Zanza since the beginning. I raised you purely so he could live on.
I know. And I must thank you for granting me such power. It's all down to you that I'm standing here, ready for you now.
Enough talk, boy.
Dixon! If you're so determined to stop us, then we will kill you!
Finally! A bit of action!
And here we go. His spike that he has is slightly odd. It inflicts slow on you, which means you move around less slowly, and I think you would auto-attack less slowly. We picked a party that's got the most reason to fight Dixon. We've got Shulk, we've got Ryan, and we've got, crucially, Dunban. Dunban, like, I've talked about Melia a fair bit, but Dunban is also one of those who's had a really shit run in this game, in that his kind of two old buddies from the war, Momkar and Dixon, have both explicitly betrayed him, and for nothing other than just direct personal gain. Momkar wanted the power of the Monado, Dixon wanted power even greater than that, and they both just kind of turned on him, and especially when Dixon rubs it in that scene a couple of episodes ago where he's like, tasted good, didn't they, the victory drinks we used to share. He's a complete bastard about it. So Dunban's definitely had a bad time of it, and therefore he'd absolutely want to be here. Oh, here we go, something's happening.
This is getting boring. You worms are no match for me. I see you've inherited Mayneth's power.
Not her power.
Huh?
I've inherited her memories. That's why I fight you.
Fiora!
Memories, huh? And what good are those meant to be? Can't use memories to kill anyone.
Why are you fighting? You're helping Zanza to create a world where nothing exists. What could you possibly hope to get out of it?
Only those with power have the right to decide such things.
You're wrong.
Zanza just tells me where to fight and I fight. And that's how I like it.
Is that your reason for fighting?
It's the only reason.
Mayneth wished for a world where the peoples of Bionis and Mechonis could live hand in hand. You will never get away with this!
Is that right? Then what are you gonna do about it? In that feeble body? That body doesn't have a Monado anymore. Who knows how much life it's got in it? Hey, better say goodbyes.
It can't be.
I'm fine. I'll carry on fighting beside you until the very end.
Fiora!
Well then, we better make this quick. What's that? Little boy lost his Monado and can't do a thing without it.
Be careful!
Well, you can't. It's time to learn your play!
Melia!
Stand up, Fiora! Did you not say that you wanted to be with Shulk? Do not throw your life away for this scoundrel!
She's right. You have to take what you want. There's no point in dying!
You're nothing!
Shulk! Show him what you're made of!
Come on, man. You don't need the Monado to take down this piece of scum.
No, Ricky, no. Ricky, no Shulk brave. Ricky want to see the old Shulk. Shulk is real Heropon.
Shulk! Real power comes from within. Believe in your own true strength, Shulk.
Everyone.
Shulk. It's time, Shulk. Let's finish this.
I will not fail. With your faith in me and our strength combined, we can do this.
Sure. You ever gonna make this worth my while? Huh? Can't be. That power.
Oh, I love that scene so much. It's the final time in the game we hear "Engage the Enemy," that amazing track, and it's one of the best uses of it. I love the fact that that scene, it starts with Fiora, then it focuses on Shulk, but at its core, that scene is about the party. Everyone gets involved, and it works amazingly well because of it. I absolutely love it. And it pumps you up for this fight. Are we still going? Oh, nope, there we go. So he's still got his annoying spike on here, and he now basically is... So, interestingly, Dixon has never been immune to break or topple. He's very much breakable and toppleable. In this second phase, you can inflict both on him, fine. I'll demonstrate it here. Oh no, you can't do it. You can do it in a chain attack, and I guess, given the chance, I will try and demonstrate it, but his recovery time from topple is so fast as to make it essentially not worth your while to do it. So we'll do it quickly here, though. That we will break him. Then Shulk can't topple him, but he can break him further, I guess. Stream Edge isn't a powerful enough thing. And then we topple him. And you'll see he'll get up almost instantly. Yeah, very fast. Even with us laying arts on him, he's got a very fast cooldown on that topple timer, so... Yeah. Not really worth the efforts. But other than that, he's not too tough of a fight. Depending what the division is. Silent Chaos. I don't know why it's giving me a warning for that. That's not that bad. I guess I'll have Shulk throw up armor. There's certainly no harm in that. No, it's not worth even urging him. Yeah, this is also... Dixon's form is something that often throws people a little bit, but we know Dixon has been around literally since the days when, you know, Zanza was walking around as a giant. It's not that surprising that Dixon is also, I think, a giant. That's the way I always interpreted it. We don't see enough giants to really know what they look like, but I'm guessing this is a giant. We pretty much see two. We see him and we see Hourglass in kind of Zanza form. This could absolutely be, you know, what a giant looks like when it's got, you know, a bit of Zanza's power thrust into it. We're having problems slightly with tension in this fight, so I'm actually going to purge him. I don't think it's the most useful use of our efforts, but we've been in low tension for a bit, so just purging him didn't work. Is he immune to purge? You can't be immune to purge. That's not on. Nonsense. Well, let's try and take some buffs off him and whatnot. We've basically got him in hand, so I'm not concerned that we're on this well enough. It keeps giving Silent Chaos, is it? Oh, well, actually, that is going to do Ryan in, so... Let's warn Shulk again. Warning Shulk and throwing up armor is a really handy one. We've nearly... we may already have, but we're certainly very close to getting a skill from Shulk, which fills his Pedado gauge whenever there's a vision, which is really handy for making sure you can always use shield or armor or something like that in response to a vision. But we've got him on the ropes fairly well here. We're still struggling a bit with tension, but genuinely, I think we should be fine. Let's finish him off with a Gale Slash. Oh, I already thought I killed him there. No, that was a vision. Chaos Bullet. This is why I stepped in to use more his kind of shooting art. And obviously this one is actually a lot easier to block. But it doesn't matter, because he's dead anyway.
How is it possible without the Monado?
Face me! Stand and fight!
Still got some fight in you, then. I'm done. I'm going home.
Dixon!
I just wanted the power of a god. This martyr stuff's not for me. Go! I ain't gonna risk my life to stop ya.
Get back here! You expect us to let you go? What?
Enough. It's Zanza we're after, not him.
Okay.
Damn. How'd that kid get so strong? I ain't gonna let you see me die. I won't give you the satisfaction of victory. See ya, kid. Looks like the student finally surpassed the teacher.
Shulk. His wounds.